Thank you for joining us. Today we will be going over the training for your new yealink phone. We will cover the basic features and functions of the phone, as well as the most important aspect, making a call. Here you have your standard yealink phone. For this video, we will be using the T57W, which can be identified by its LCD screen with touchscreen capabilities. This phone operates the same way as most standard desk phones. You can make a call a few different ways, but at the end of the day, you pick up, you talk, you hang up. We will first start by going over your fixed buttons at the bottom of your phone. Yealink does a great job by keeping their symbols similar for each model. So if your button setup looks slightly different, you'll still be able to follow along. We'll start on the left-hand side. The button down here at the bottom is your volume. It's your ring volume as well as your earpiece volume. They too will have levels set independently of one another. Once you determine these settings, they will stay that way until changed again. So if I adjust my volume now, the ringer will remain at this level for all future calls. The button with the envelope is your voicemail. You can press it to access both your saved and new voicemail messages. We will go over setting up your voicemail at the end. Above voicemail, the button with the phone handset and the pause symbol is the hold button. The hold button is for you specifically, when you need to hold a call that only you can resume when you are ready. The next button, where you see a telephone with an arrow to another telephone, is your transfer button. We will talk about this button more later in this video. Moving to the center, you have your keypad or dial keys, which you can use to dial a call. On the far right-hand side, you've got the headset button if you choose to use the headset. If your phone is going to use a headset, you have to push the button and it will illuminate green. At that point, your headset is enabled, which means your calls will come through your headset. This phone model does have the capability to have a Bluetooth headset as well as a cordless or corded headset. This button that has a microphone with a line through it is your mute button. We can use this button to mute ourselves without having to put the call on hold if we need to say something we do not want the other person to hear. This button that looks like a tornado from the top with two rotating arrows is your dial last call or history button. We will talk more about call history in a bit. Finally, the bottom button is your speakerphone button, which will put you in speaker mode. Whether you're making a call or receiving the call, when you push that button, you're automatically in speakerphone. In essence, those are your most basic standard phone features. Now let's move up to the screen. As noted before, the T57W is a touchscreen. This page right here is our home screen. These four keys at the bottom are your soft keys. These will change depending on what screen you're on. First, you have your history to see past calls. This allows you to see placed, missed, and received calls, as well as when the call took place. By going through the history, you can see the time of day the call took place. So maybe you know you got a call around 4 o'clock. You can scroll to find the call, and if you click on it, it will automatically dial the number for you. This button at the bottom of the left corner is the return button. It will take you back to the home screen. It is a repeating button that appears on other screens on your phone to take you back to the screen you were previously on. Next, we have the directory. Your directory is based on your company and what they determine is or is not to be added. Oftentimes, this will be your company directory as well as vendors, customers, or a variety of numbers that can be loaded in to customized special groups like regularly called numbers. The features are very easy for your administrator to navigate. Since this phone has Bluetooth capabilities, it can be your cell phone directory as well. These lists can be available on your desk phone when your cell phone is within range. Once you leave the office, the list will no longer be available to keep your privacy. The thing I love about the directory is you can blacklist people. So if you're receiving a lot of spam calls or there's someone you just don't want to receive calls from, you can blacklist them and you won't be able to receive their calls. Now we'll move into Do Not Disturb. Do Not Disturb is wonderful. When you hit D&D, calls will not ring through. The other person will hear you're not available and they will not be able to put a call through to you. While this feature is activated, your line will appear as busy. You will know you are in Do Not Disturb when this red symbol appears at the top of your phone. When you hit the D&D again, it goes away. Finally, we have Menu. Menu has some basic features in it. We highly recommend that your administrator be the only person to use the menu. If there are specific features that you're looking for, they can navigate that for you. Moving up the screen, you will notice you have a line 1, a line 2, a park 1, and a park 2. We will discuss these when going over features available while on a call. There's a variety of buttons available that can be programmed by your administrator. Most often, these will be speed dials of extensions or outside lines you will frequently need to call. So on this phone, we have Sam's desk phone and Sam's cell phone. On this particular phone, if you hit the More button down here in the right-hand corner, you'll see that there's a lot more options. All of these blank squares can be loaded with speed dials or extensions, making it easy to speed dial a call. So the basic way to make a phone call is you'll dial the number and press the pound key to send it through. So if we wanted to call the Travis office, we could press the pound or the green send key on your screen. If someone were to call this phone, you can answer by picking up the handset or pressing the answer button, which will put you into speaker mode. When you are on a call, your phone will appear busy to other phones in the office. You'll know a phone or line is busy when the icon next to it goes from green to red. Green means available, red means busy. This works with several features on your phone like Do Not Disturb, Speed Dial, Lines, and Park. This is perfect for when a caller has requested to be transferred to a person who's on another call and letting your caller know that the person they want to reach is unavailable and they can either be sent to voicemail or call back later. You will also notice that at the bottom here, the display has changed. It went from Menu, History, and Do Not Disturb to Transfer, Hold, Conference, and End Call. So everything I can do with my fixed buttons, I can also do on the screen. If I wanted to transfer, all I would do is hit the Transfer button, dial the extension I want to transfer it to, and then hang up. You can also press the Cancel button and return to the call screen where you can see the call has been placed on hold. You can also transfer with Park. Park is very similar to the hold key. The only difference is that hold is for your specific phone, and Park can hold or resume a call from any phone in the office. You can press an available Park slot, and you can tell that the call on the other end is placed on hold. I could then dial the extension I'm trying to reach or the associated programmed key, let that person know that someone wants to speak with them on Park 1, and they can press Park 1 to resume the call from their phone. This feature will work from any phone in your office. When you press it, the call is resumed. Here at Travis, we use the analogy for Park like an online grocery store pickup. So you order your groceries online and then you pull into Walmart and they tell you to park in slot 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever, which is very similar to using Park on your phone. So when we want to park a call, we simply hit the Park key we want to assign. That green light will turn red to show that the line is being used, and you can tell your coworker that their call is on Park 1. They can then pick up the call from their phone in the office just by hitting the Park 1 to release the call. It's like your groceries being loaded and you driving away, so now slot 1 is available to the next customer. One of the very first things you'll want to do is set up your voicemail. It's so important or your callers will not be able to leave you a message. You can press the voicemail button and it will talk you through the steps that you need to set up your voicemail box. We're going to do this together, so follow along if you need help.
To set up your voicemail, you will press the voicemail button. This button will be one of your fixed keys at the bottom of your phone and it will look like an envelope. When you press this button, the phone will begin walking you through how to set up a voicemail.
When you hear the language that you wish to use, press 1.
Cuando escuche el idioma que desea utilizar, presione 1.
English.
Since we would like the English setting, we will press 1 now.
Welcome to Subscriber Services. First, I'd like to walk you through some things we need to do to set up your account. You'll have to change your PIN, record your name, and set up a greeting that will be played to callers. Initialization will take about 2 minutes to complete. To skip initialization, press the star key twice at any time.
We recommend not skipping initialization to ensure your phone is properly set up before usage. These settings are always able to be changed at a later date, so ensuring you have at least a base voicemail setup is key.
Please enter a PIN for your account. When you are finished, press pound. Your PIN will ensure that only you have access to your account. The PIN you choose must be between 4 and 20 digits long.
You can choose any PIN that's easy for you to remember. Your PIN can be anything you'd like, but cannot be a numerical sequence, such as 1, 2, 3, 4, or the same number, such as 0, 0, 0, 0. For this purpose, we will use the year Travis was founded, 1988.
To confirm, please re-enter your new PIN. Your PIN has now been accepted. You must now record your name. This is what people will hear when they send you a message. It provides a confirmation that they have given the number of the correct mailbox.
Your name can either be your name or a company name if this phone acts as a main line. If you do not like the name you've recorded, you can redo it during initialization or at a later date in your mailbox settings.
After the tone, please record your name. When you are finished, press pound.
Travis Voice and Data.
Here is your recorded name.
Travis Voice and Data.
To change it, press 1. If this name is all right, press pound. Your name has been saved. Now we need to set up your greeting. This is what people will hear when you are not available to answer the phone. To record a personal greeting, press 1. To select a system-generated greeting that includes your name, press 2. To select a system-generated greeting that includes your telephone number, press 3. To select a system-generated greeting that includes neither your name nor your telephone number, press 4.
For this purpose, we will choose option 4, which is the base system generated greeting. Like all other settings, if you are unhappy with your recorded greeting, you can change it later.
Here's your greeting. The person you have dialed can't take your call now. To change it, press 1. If this greeting is all right, press pound. Your greeting has been saved. Thank you. Your account is now ready to go.
You've now successfully set up your voicemail. If you need assistance altering your voicemail, please contact your administrator for assistance.
So there you have it. That's the training for your new yealink phone. For any further questions or information on any of our other products, please visit our website, travisvoice.com.